With the recent go-ahead by the local government to allow for dine-in, it had made me very appreciative about it because almost 100% of the time, food are undoubtedly taste better when eaten at the spot. And the constant food takeaway or Dabao had made me grateful of the life before COVID or a few months ago when there's not much of a lockdown. So for this video, I'll be Dabao 8 types of food and determine how different they are when compared to dining in. First off, Malaysia button chicken rice. Oh, one moment. Now much better. As I was saying, butter chicken rice, a dish served with chicken and a cream of butter sauce with some chili to spice up the flavor. Crispy and crunchy chicken and smooth creamy butter sauce are the hallmark of a nice butter chicken rice until it goes into a container and give it a few minutes later, what's supposed to be a crispy crunchy chicken becomes soft and soggy and the buttery smooth sauce just become a bunch of blobs. While the flavor and taste remains unchanged, the sensation of putting them in your mouth feels like chewing a mess of stickiness. So as long you can accept the sogginess of those, then this meal should be alright for you. Next is the burger. No need much introduction to this one as most of you know how a burger should look and taste like. Given the same condition as the butter chicken, both buns became mushy and the fries felt like halfway to becoming mashed potato. However, and surprisingly, because it was compressed, the juices from the patty flow off the burger and flooded the fries. As a result, the fries and the bottom bun become more flavorful than before. Plus, it made it easier to eat. So for this one, while a burger and fries should be firm and crunchy, the unexpected juices from the patty make the whole thing into a weird but palatable mess. If that's your preference, or you don't mind about it, then go and give it a try. Fried dumpling. It has crispy skin and juicy insides. Each one comes in a small and easy to eat size. It's a perfect comfort food when you're feeling lazy to cook. Custard a takeaway spell on it and you have a mushy dumpling. But don't worry, as the now soggy skin made it less likely for the dumpling to burst inside your mouth. Instead, the soggy skin soaked up some of the juices and made it yummier. While the dumpling alone is delicious, if you dip it into this ginger vinegar sauce, your whole mouth will be swimming in joy. While no doubt, crispy skin was more impactful, but the mushy dumpling was a pleasant surprise and it opened up to a different side of sensation that I previously don't know. So next time, when Dabao fried dumpling, you can take your time bringing them home. Tuaran Mee or Tuaran Noodle, a traditional handmade noodle originated from the town of Tuaran. It comes with egg rolls, roasted pork slices, and vegetable. The noodle can be either fried or dry. In this case, I chose the fried noodle. Once it reached your home, the whole thing becomes slightly unbearable. The noodle turned out to be springier and a bit drier for some reason. The egg rolls and the roast pork a bit on the softer side. But the taste, almost the same, but at the same time, it's not. In a nutshell, it's okay to Dabao, but prepare for the downgrade in sensation. Pizza, everyone's favorite Italian bread. You know it, I know it. As soon as past 5 minutes, the whole thing turns to be less than satisfying. The hot melty cheese became a sticky cold blob and the bread turned into a rock. Since there was a thin pizza, it wasn't that hard, but the bread became quite chewy and you can see how much effort I'm trying to pull them apart, hence increasing the effort of eating it. Although I say all of that, the pizza still tastes nice. In short, unless you can reach home in less than a minute or you don't care how it might become, maybe try ordering something else. Fish tomato soup rice noodle. A rich tomato fish soup with thin rice noodle, fish cake, fish slices, fish dumpling, and all the other fish ingredients you can imagine. All form a harmony of sorts together with the soup. And what happened if you take it back home? Well, to my surprise, it's actually made it better, maybe, because I prefer my noodle to be thick and firm. The time the noodle spent in the soup had indeed made it a bit soggy, but it somehow gave the illusion of them being thicker and my brain just went, alright. The rest of the ingredients were more flavorful as a result of soaking up all the goodness in the soup. So, if you don't mind a slightly soggier and thicker rice noodle, then try out some soup-based noodle dishes. They will turn out to be awesome, I guess. Wat Tan Hor is a braised noodle usually mixed with simple vegetable and meat, with savoury egg gravy poured onto it. The gravy made the noodles slippery and easy to swallow, while granting the already flavourful noodle with extra punch to it, making the whole thing feels like eating a reverse soup noodle. Sadly, once you brought it home, the whole thing just somehow become a mess of soft and soggy carbohydrates. At this point, you're no longer eating noodle, you're eating a thick sticky gravy. That said, the meat and the vegetables still remain delicious. So, not to make you all go through my suffering, I highly recommend you all to have it at the restaurant or Dabao something else. Last one on the list, Indian meal. We have cheese naan, butter chicken, chicken tikka. You might ask, why chicken? Because they were cheaper. Let's start with the cheese naan. Due to its thin size, the effect from the steam didn't affect much on them, so it's still soft, cheese inside still melty, but the exteriors become a bit chewy. But not to worry, just dip into the curry and the issue is solved. Moving on, we have the butter chicken curry. Since the chicken themselves are inside the butter curry, the chicken tastes the same as you'll be eating in the restaurant. So I call this safe for Dabao. Next is the chicken tikka. Since the cooking itself already made them soft, there isn't much concern for them, apart from getting cold and the skin become a bit stiff. To sum it up, the taste and texture from three of them are pretty much similar to what you get in the restaurant. Just expect the naan bread to be a bit cruddy. If you're still worried, just order a side of gravy or sauce or another curry to go with it and everything will be alright. Well, mostly. So, what do I learn from eating all of them? The soup and gravy dishes are on top of my liking because they retain the heat and mostly the flavor of the meal. Although they do make the noodle or rice, or in some cases the bread, to be a bit soggy and drier, but all of that can be rectified by dipping into the sauce or just soak it in. So the fried dumpling, the tomato fish soup noodle and the curry are on the top list of my liking, except for one gravy dish, which is the Wat Tan Hor. That is a bit too soggy for me. Despite the gravy enhanced the flavor of the meat and the veggie, the noodle became too mushy for my liking. So if you can, try to order something else or eat it on site, because once you take it back home, it's a bit not good. Speaking of something not to my liking, pizza was one of it. Although I don't have much of an issue taking pizza back home, but I still think that eating there was still the best. Because once it's cold, the whole thing's become hard and difficult to bite in. So next we have the burger and Tuaran Mee. Both of them are a mixed bag to me. It's not that I feel that they are not bad, it's just that they also don't feel that good to me when taken home. How do I put this? It's just in the middle ground of not good and bad. It's acceptable, but it could be better. In short, if you want to Dabao, just choose any dishes with soup, gravy and sauces. But those are my personal preference. If you want to Dabao anything else, yes, just go for it. Nobody's gonna judge. But one thing for sure, eating in or dining in is still the best. I'll see you guys soon. Take care and peace out.